All right, what's going on? It's me, Johnny, again. I'm in my apartment here in Xela, Guatemala. Just making a short video on where I ended up. This apartment is kind of small, but it's a little bigger than the other ones. I pay about 2,000 Q. There's a kitchen. There's a little desk there. Here's a little couch. It's kind of a mess right now. It's got a little chair and a little water thingy, refrigerator. Anyways, it's, as you can see, it's one of those gas stoves. And I just had the cylinder filled, and it's one of the 20-pound ones, and it was cheaper than I thought. It was like $10 or $20. I think it was 20 bucks. Someone told me it's actually cheaper to buy gas in Peru. I don't know, but I paid 165 Q, if I remember right, to have that cylinder refilled. Anyways, what I really like about this apartment. It's really warm, and this is furnished. There's a kind of the French press I got. Anyways, as you can see, the sink isn't exactly sturdy, and it's not the highest quality place. And it's about 250 bucks in US dollars. It's got its own little bathroom. And the thing I don't like about that is the shower. It's got that suicide shower. I just don't like those. There's other places that you get the regular water and a water heater thingy. It works well. It's a bedroom. Comes with TV. I don't really watch it. Another cool thing about this apartment is it's really super warm. You got these big closets and stuff. I really like it. It's a little high. You can get a place like this downstairs for like 1,500 Q, between 1,500 Q and 2,000 Q. But the benefit of this one is it's really warm. The sun shines into the door there, really warms up. That's one thing about Xela. If you're living really high up in the mountains, and it can get really chilly. I've had apartments that are less, kind of nicer and bigger, but they're really cold. I just don't like them as much. So just putting that out, this is the best apartment I had, and the reason I say that is because it's just really warm in the morning. You can have your shorts and t-shirt on, and you're not really cold. Now some people prefer kind of a little cooler weather, so choose the other apartments. The benefit of this apartment is you just come in, you pay a month's deposit, a month's rent, and so you can roll in from anywhere in the world, get you a place to stay, work on your business. I've been having a really good month, last couple months really well. I just hole up here in my apartment, do my trading. It's really gone well. So like if you have a business and you want a low cost living, a place to live, that's what I like. You can just come up here or anywhere else. This isn't the cheapest apartment by any means. It's furnished, but it's a good location. It's downtown. It's right next to a Baker Xela pen, and I'm in zone 1. It's close to everything I can walk to. If you want to walk, there's a gym just hop, skip, and a jump from here. But the nicer gym is just maybe 3 blocks from here, maybe 4. And so you can come in here, spend $500, $600, $700 a month for your living expenses. I'm single, so I say that from that perspective. If you drink a lot or you go out to bars, of course, it's going to cost you a lot more. But so like if you're coming from the States, you can come down here, get a cheap place to stay. I don't know, maybe you have a legal problem. Maybe you just want to build your business in a low-cost area. And by no means is Guatemala the best or cheapest. I don't know. There's all kinds of awesome places you can find in Mexico. I like Guatemala. I like El Salvador and Honduras. And I'm a resident here, so now that I have my deputy, I can go to all the El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua without using my passport. Now, there's a little dispute on that. Some people say you can't. I've just found that if I hand my passport, they don't like that, so I just give them my deputy, and I've never had a problem. But that's on a bus. I'm not talking about driving, so maybe some people have a different issue because they have to hand over the passport because they're driving. But I'm on like Tika bus and some of the other Platinum. I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, if you're in the capital, you're only like 5 or 6 away out. Well, 2 or 3 hours to the beaches in El Salvador if you take the shuttle or if you're driving. But you're only like 5 or 6 hours to like El Salvador, or Honduras is a little longer if you're taking a bus, but in less than 12 hours you can be in a lot of different places. Or 5 or 6 hours, like you can be in the mountains in less than 5 or 6 hours. You can be at the beach Guatemala Beach is the same too, but some people just prefer El Salvador. I'm not saying it's the best, but anyways, like that's the benefit of, at least for me, I can get a cheap place to live. I don't have to have a lot of money. There's no credit checks or nothing. You just, you know, put down the deposit, show them your ID. In this case, I showed them my debit, but normally they'll want to see your passport. Most places aren't like that, so if you need whatever reasons you have a legal problem, they don't really require all that. Just whatever you negotiate. A lot of people don't negotiate well, so they pay a little bit more than they need to, or they'll pay a deposit when it's not necessary. This lady's pretty tough. She's a real tough lady. Really a super nice lady, but tough. She requires that. I guess she's had too many bad experiences with other gringos coming down, but she seems fairly honest and cool, so I'm pretty sure I'll get my deposit back. And speaking of deposits, I've gotten 2 back in Guatemala. I ran one from a foreigner and then one from another place down the street. Both times I got my deposit back. I'm not saying that'll always be the case. I've had times in the Philippines I never got it back. In general, I try to negotiate that out, but you can't always do that. So for this video, I just wanted to show you kind of where I ended up. I'm probably going to go back to the capital, but I had to do some stuff for my little business. I'm really excited and happy. It's been going really well. So I just needed a place to crash, and for that, you know, 1,500 to 2,000. This place is 2,000 cube, but that includes your Wi-Fi, your water. It doesn't include the gas. Your water. This is what I mean by water. The water is like $2 for a 5-gallon thing of it. It's I don't know if you can see that, but that brand right there. But anyways, it doesn't include the water, which is $2, and the cylinder gas that's like $22. I think I came out to when I figured out 165 Q. That's like excuse me. As a single person who, well, I cook, but I don't think I cook a lot. But sometimes it seems like I use a lot of gas, but that's lasted me almost 2.5 months. It might have been 3. I haven't really been careful, but basically 2 months and I think 2 weeks is basically what it lasted. And this one might last longer because I'm just using what the other person left behind. So I don't know. I really don't know. But in general, a bottle will last you 2 months, maybe 3. They always tell you a month, but in my case, it's been always 2 months, 2.5 months usually. Anyways, that's about the end of the video. I'm gonna take a walk up to the local mall. I may shoot some footage up there. Because of all the guards and stuff, that's partly why I don't do videos in Latin America and a lot of different places, because it gets them kind of irritated when you're shooting a video. Not always, but in general, you don't always get the gringo advantage. They ask you not to take photos and video. So that's partly why I do that. Anyways, that's all I really have to say. If you want, like the channel, share, leave a comment, tell me what you think. All right, thank you.